Yo, guys, welcome to yet another exciting time here at Gusto TV Africa. How are you
How
guys
na
doing?
day?
How on a day? So yesterday I had a solo run yesterday, but my guy is back, and of course, conversations are going to get hotter, sharp today. But guys, before we
Definitely.
delve into all the specifics of everything that's happening in the world of Afrobeat, thank you so much for your incredible
Thank you.
support,
Thank you.
your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscriptions,
Thank you.
and
Thank
for
you.
listening to us when we say turn on your post notification.
Thank
They
you very
listen.
much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very
Please
much.
don't forget to do that today,
Gracias. Turn
okay?
on your post notification,
Very,
guys.
very important. Anyways, we're super excited to be back, and the conversations are, of course, it has to be Afrobeats now. This is what we do here, and we're so glad because we are witnessing an era where we want to say music is evolving, but we are also looking at the progress we've made over the years and where will it be in the next 10 years. Albeit there's a little bit of scare, but we want to look at some of the highlights of the year 2025 as it concerns albums, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people have been talking about, the best albums also in 2025.
Yeah.
The award season is going to be upon us soon. Tomorrow, Grammys will announce
Yeah.
official nominations
Nominees.
for the Grammys. So a lot of beautiful things are happening, and we're just itching. Our palms are itching. Our ears are actually really locked in and ready to listen for all the great things that will happen. But in terms of albums in the year 2025, have you been impressed, by the quality of albums that came out in 2025 of course, by our Afrobeats artists?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I have a couple of guys have done amazing. There's been Buju Benson, there's been FOLA, there's been Davido, there's been a lot of people. There's been Peruzzi,
Yeah,
there's been Bella Shmurda, there's been Udumodu, there's been Black Bones, there's been Olamide, there's been Spinall, there's been a lot of people. A lot of people have dropped albums this year. So yeah, I'm impressed.
to be very honest, I think I'm more than impressed because I feel like this year we had quite like everybody wanted to drop a project this year. Everybody's just
Everybody
dropping
wanted to
project
jump.
this year.
Yeah.
And it seems as though Blast the Rapture won't take place in year 2025.
Too much music.
There was too much
for
music.
us to take in.
And then a lot of times we had conversations around saturation. Maybe it's just too much music now. Maybe some guys need to actually take a chill pill,
Yeah.
and then let the ones who don't hear maybe just marinate small.
Much up and well.
But before you say Jack, New Music Friday, there's a new
Definitely,
album, there's a new EP,
definitely.
there's a
There's
new single,
Zlatan, there's
there's
Joe
Latan,
Boy,
there's Joe Boy as well. So
a lot of albums.
there's a lot of albums, in 2025. But we just want to highlight specific albums
Okay.
in the year 2025, and for me, I feel like the albums I will link towards will be probably, I want to pick maybe a Burna Boy album.
No Sign of Weakness.
No Sign of Weakness album.
Yeah.
The reason why I'll say that is I feel like the hype around the album, first off, was really good. The expectations around the album was really, really good. And the snippets that popped out at the time also was really great. So there was a lot of expectations. And of course, it's Burna Boy, is giant
of Africa, man.
yeah, Africa's
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah.
But so debatable, but yeah. But then I'm looking at the entirety of that album and I'm saying, okay, this album makes the cut for me because the way that the album was, I won't say neatly done, it was intentionally, recorded. But I mean, from your own POV, do you think that's one of them albums we should be chatting about as one of the best albums in 2025?
The best albums in 2025. I mean, I'd say Davido's 5 album, right?
Why not
Davido's
Burna
5
Boy?
album. Why not Burna Boy? Why not Burna Boy? So the thing is, Burna Boy chose to have like an identity on that album, right? He didn't show us the real guy, so he just gave us something from his ego, right? The album was just talking about his identity, his ego, his cultural view, how he sees things now as an artist. Not more like them African Giant days, them Love Damini, where he's like he's relating with us. He's But now it's just a way child in the dark, not really showing us the Burna Boy that we know that we want to see. Yeah. So that's why I'd say Davido's 5 album
over Burna.
over Burna Boy. Davido's five
Well, I
album.
mean, fair enough, but I feel like the dynamics around Davido's album and the dynamics around Burna Boy's album, they're quite different. Albeit you spelled it out to say, okay, yes, it showed his identity. It was more like, okay, this is about me or not. So are you trying to say that there was a disconnect between that album and the fans?
Yes. Yes, I say that if you're someone that listens to Burna Boy well enough, you know that Burna Boy has like a one-time sing along, right? In his albums, when he releases, he's like you listen to the song, you want to sing along immediately, right? But on this album, it didn't have that. This album was more deeper, right? You had to listen to enjoy the music. You had to understand where it was coming from. Unlike Davido's album, that was just fun, love, I mean, ambition, grind. Basically, he was just out there saying, "Okay, love this one." It's just like he was happy on the album. But Burna Boy's own is you had to listen. The songs like "No Panic," "Signs of Weakness." Sorry, no panic, no signs of weakness. Those songs you have to listen to them, and it's not a song that you listen to. And if you notice, this "No Sign of Weakness" album, there's really nobody that has a verse that they're always singing along constantly. It's because Burna Boy did not give us that on this album.
Well, I think I want to agree with you. So I think it was more introspective. I
Yeah.
think it was more leaning towards, I've been there, done that. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I just want to do the kind of music that I like. But I think it still touched base with a lot of people because
he went more diverse.
Because
testing new waters.
Yeah, I think it did work for him, and I'm really, really looking forward to the tour. I think the tour is going to be able to amplify that.
Yeah.
Especially the North American tour being announced yesterday to kickstart on the 12th.
On 12th of November.
So I think I cannot say for certain that he didn't touch the minds of the fans just yet.
He did.
He did touch it. Might not be as
much as it usually does.
Yeah, as much as the other albums.
Yeah.
But in terms of the reach, in terms of how he's been able to communicate his thoughts to the fans, let's say on a scale of maybe 1 to 10, I say maybe like a 6.5.
Yeah.
But this is what a tour does. A tour will help amplify that, and I hope that when he gets to perform these songs live, we get to see a different perspective. Because sometimes when you listen to a record, you don't actually get to really vibe to it until maybe you see like a live performance of it. And then you fall back, oh, this song did the album. Okay, let me go and listen again.
Yeah.
So it kind of like just brings you back again to, okay, there's something here. I'm looking forward to Burna Boy's.
I mean, Davido already had the tour. Probably that's why I'm saying what I'm saying from my perspective.
We've been clamoring for that. We've been clamoring for David to actually go on tour.
Yeah.
And because the 5 album was really beautiful, and then he listened. Album. The Nigerian tour and the African tour is active right now. You see all the madness that is going with that.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty decent. And these venues are filling out. And I'm seeing the trajectory, like it just goes higher and higher and higher. You can't compare the crowd at Uyo to the crowd in Adamawa. Enugu was a madness. Ibadan is about to be a total shutdown. So you see what these things do for an artist. Of course, Davido's 5 album is in contention for the album of the year. Definitely. And looking at it, just opposing between that and Burna Boy's album, I think they're two different people, two different artists. How they want to convey their messages, absolutely different. But that doesn't take away the fact that Burna Boy did deliver a masterpiece as well as David. So I'm looking at Burna Boy, David now, and like we said, the tour is amplifying all the beautiful things in that album. Albeit is still performing old songs at the tour, which is there's nothing wrong with that.
Some of his classics.
You have to give the fans a classic because
give them what they
at the end of the day, it's an
they
experience. So we said it on this bench before. Burna needs to go on tour.
Yeah.
Although that's a different conversation. Should he have started an African Nigerian tour first before the North American tour? Well, maybe not, because of course David is still touring, right? So you don't want
that clash.
Nah, you don't want that clash. So Of course, David actually even started his own tour with the
Five
album
albums
in North
earlier on,
America.
yeah.
So maybe I definitely know that Burna is definitely going to do an African tour, a
He
Nigerian
should.
tour.
He
Definitely he
definitely
will. So
should.
2026 is going to be big for him. So when we look at David as the best album of the year, amazing songs on the project as well too. So of course, one of the songs on that album with you featuring on Malay is in contention for the song of the year. So when you look at all the specifics, or about 10 kilo,
Yeah.
different tracks on the album, and how much he's been able to carry, I feel like that is also like one crazy album that actually
Yeah.
dropped
This year.
in 2025.
25.
And I mean, I'm rooting for him. But then again, can we chat about Olamide album?
Olamide album. Damn, that album had numbers.
Yeah.
The album had whiskey, they had Dako, had She Vibes, had amazing songs on that album. I love that album. I love that album.
For me, I thought it was a retirement plan because the way he went hard on that album, I was like, oh Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, it did feel like that because I mean we haven't heard from Olamide like that. You get? So like since he started with the Ashake mentoring, he hasn't been out there. He's had albums, but he didn't like give it what I say his A game at the time. But then the Olamide one was real epic because I mean you can see the amount of numbers that he did. You can see how it's in for the album of the year talk, right? The other ones were not there. The last one with Ginger, what's the name of the album? Unruly, the Unruly album. Yeah, the Unruly album wasn't in talks like this Olamide album. So yeah, I feel like Olamide should also be considered for the album of the year.
Well, I totally agree with you. But then again, when you look at what he was doing before Ashake left the franchise,
Yeah.
as a label boss, you don't want to dip your hands into too many things, right? I think it was just a show of, yo, listen, I'm still very much active. I'm still here. I know I have a lot of kids on my roster. I'm taking care of them. They're doing well by themselves as well too. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm still here. So when the Olamide album dropped, I'm thinking, oh, Baba won't retire because what the heck is this lineup? There's Whiskey featured twice on the album. There's
Twice, the Sky
know,
and Billionaires Boys Club.
So it just goes to show how much range and how much diversity and how much reach Olamide has. Because when he was doing numbers and it was charting number 1, number 2, most of the songs from number 1 to 10 on the charts, you know, I'm like, bruh, Olamide still has range.
Still has range.
And it's like you people are trying to like disrespect the OG, you know. It's often said, oh, the OG should just relax and give it a break for the new gens to actually, you know, pop back into the scene and take over. But right now, I mean, the quality of things we're hearing, I feel like them boys need to still continue to learn.
Continue to learn, yeah.
You know, and
the OGs need to be here for quite a minute.
And when you look at that Olamide album, it just defines a lot of success. It just shows, listen, there's a reason why I am called Olamide. There's a reason why I'm called Bado. There's a reason why I'm called the GOAT. So I feel like that's also in contention for the album of the year, in my opinion. It's a brilliant body of work. I really love it. And first ping, my thoughts were, okay, this is retirement plan because he went too high. You know, so it gives you that feeling of wanting to come back to listen to the record again. So easily for me, one of the best albums of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think so because yo, that brother did a madness. But let's chat about the one and only Benson Buju.
Buju Benson.
What do you make of that album? Captain album, yes.
Beautiful. At the time it came out, I feel like we needed it. We needed Buju's album at the time it came out. Buju's album was amazing. It has been amazing to see how Buju has grown, right? From the way he started making music, melodies, and everything, to see how he could in fact know where he was at the time and know where he wanted to go, right? We know where he's diverting to, the kind of music he wants to make. He knew where he come from, so he knows, look, this is where I'm going. This is the kind of music I want to make, right? On the Captain album, I love the features he had. The features he had just from Victoni, from FOLA.
Who's had an incredible year, by the way.
Yeah. Who definitely was an incredible year. So I mean, I love the album. I like how he stayed number one, and Davido and Burna Boy's album were competing for number two for quite a
That
while.
was crazy.
Well, it really was. It
I'm
really
thinking
was.
like, does everybody like Buju this much, or some type of mechanical or whatever?
People
But I
love,
mean,
people love Buju
because for you to have
yeah,
for you to have two albums, you have David's album and
No Sign of Weakness,
No Sign
Burna
of
Boy's
Weakness
album.
album, Burna Boy's album, trying to get into the number one position, and Buju Benson is just like
there. It's just there, like
just try to figure yourselves out with the number two and number three
it's
position.
my time now.
This is my spot.
Yeah.
So I think easily, it is one of the best albums of 2025 because in my own head, I'm thinking I didn't expect it to do this much mileage.
Yeah.
The success that it garnered was quite surprising to me, not because Buju is not a great artist, but because I was really like, okay, you're sitting pretty at the number one spot, not just for 1 week, but for a very long time.
Yeah.
That's just a testament to the fact that, okay, a lot of people really resonate with this album. I'm not really a big Buju person, but I really like the album. I listened to it again and I felt like, okay, this guy's undoubtedly one of the best songwriters in Afrobeats at the moment.
Has amazing pen game.
So the pen game is undeniable. You cannot fault it.
Yeah.
So yes, beautiful body of work. I think Buju Benson is in contention for the album of the year, in my opinion. But of course, the last one I have on my list will not be the Catharsis album by FOLA.
FOLA. See, do you know that if we're being honest, FOLA is supposed to be a rookie. If we're being honest, right?
It can't. You remember what he said? He posted a picture recently with a lot of plaques on his table and said a lot can happen in a year.
A lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen.
Imagine going from different phases from rookie to next rated to now being the
like
best.
In a year. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So you've touched base with. So if they don't give you rookie, then go give you next rated. They don't give you next one. They'll give you the best. I mean, like artist of the year contention. But in terms of the album formation, I feel like this is one of album. It did really, really, really shock the Afrobeats world because for somebody who's coming with his first project, this is your first official body of work, and you just took everybody by surprise. With the features as well, to the way the song was properly A&R'd, in my opinion, as well as how much they put so much intentionality in marketing this album. You could see a lot of things, a lot
of things going
on around him. Spotify this, Billboard that, and all of that. So I feel like this album is really, really decent, in my opinion. More than decent, I think should even be contention for the album of the year. If I had to pick my first three, I would say maybe David's 5. Who comes second? I think actually FOLA. Before I pick Burna Boy. The FOLA, because of how much people really, really hyped it up and actually resonated with it, and still actually doing crazy numbers. It's still actually finding its way in the charts very, very evidently. So I think this album actually really, really does it for me. The Catharsis album, beautiful body of work. So my arrangements will be top 5 would be David, FOLA, Burna, Olamide, and maybe Buju Benson. What are your top 5?
First of all, I'd like to talk on the Catharsis album because I know that FOLA is new voice. Right? It's a new voice. Our ears needed something new. So really enjoyed the rhythm, the lyricism. Like
the reason why a lot of people lean toward him?
That's definitely why I feel like. And it is something that we now know, right? We know that okay, this is how FOLA sings. You can hear a rhythm and be like, that's FOLA's rhythm, right? So it's just new is Afrobeat, is new, is fresh. It's like, oh wow, this guy can do something. And to see what he's been able to do in under a year is crazy, because I don't think I've seen that from any other artist in under a year. You must collect one. If not be rookie, next rated, song of the year, album of the year, features of the, he must collect one.
Absolutely. To be honest, I mean, I feel like FOLA has actually done very, very decently. I mean, very amazing work. Still working and still pumping, still thumping it up. So beautiful one. Echo on that album.
Aside
beautiful song.
Aside of having his own album, His debut album, he's been on at least 7 projects that came out
Yeah,
this year.
features, yes.
At least 7 to 8 projects that came out this year.
That goes to show
That's
that
crazy grind. It's crazy
it's the
work.
biggest fish in the pond right now.
Anyways, my number 5 would be
Yeah.
number 1. I'd say No Sign of Weakness,
Okay, Burna Boy.
and then Burna Boy. I'd say Buju Benson.
Okay.
I'd say Olamide. Before I say FOLA and Davido's 5 album.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's quite an interesting lineup. But guys,
Yeah,
tell us in the comments, what are your top 5 albums of 2025? You've heard it from Manuel and I. We've chosen ours. Maybe we no call your own album.
Yeah,
Tell us in the comment section and why you think that's the best album of 2025. Put your thoughts in comments and please comment responsibly. Like, share, follow, and tell all your friends about what we do here at Gusto TV Africa. And until the next one, Powe and Manu signing out. Bye for now.
For now.
Let's do, of course.
So